One valley, one war, 1,000 shadows. Kashmir, the most militarized zone on earth. But beneath the surface of gunfire and protests, another war was unfolding. A silent war. In the late 1980s, when terror began creeping into the valley, India's intelligence agency RAW launched a top secret operation unlike any it had done before. It wasn't about surveillance, it wasn't about hacking, it was about going inside the enemy, becoming them. This is the real story of Operation Chanakya. The daring mission where RAW infiltrated militant groups, turned their weapons against them, and tried to take back the valley from within. 987 Kashmir was on the brink. A rigged state election became the spark that lit a firestorm of resentment. Angry young men, disillusioned and betrayed, were lured across the line of control into Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, where they were trained in arms, indoctrinated with extremism, and sent back as militants. In just a few years, what began as a political protest turned into a full-blown insurgency. Bombs in Srinagar, targeted killings, foreign jihadis joining the chaos. The valley was slipping, and India's military wasn't ready for the scale or the style of this war. While the army manned borders, New Delhi needed something sharper, something invisible. That's when RAW was given a chilling directive: infiltrate the enemy, break them from within. Thus was born Operation Chanakya, a secret mission with one goal: to embed Indian agents inside the militant groups themselves, not as informants, not as handlers, but as actual members, trained to walk like them, talk like them, and kill like them if needed. The risks were beyond comprehension. RAW selected operatives with local roots. Many ex-students, former rebels, even surrendered militants. They were trained in psychological warfare, deception, encryption, and deep cover behavior. Then, they vanished into the shadows. Over months and years, they climbed the ranks inside terror groups, gaining the trust of Pakistan-based handlers, only to feed back real-time intelligence to RAW. They knew who was coming, where weapons were being smuggled, and what the targets were. They became human firewalls, stopping attacks before they happened, misleading commands, and sometimes pulling the trigger on their own brothers. Operation Chanakya wasn't just about infiltration. It was also psychological warfare at its most brutal. RAW created rifts within militant factions, spread paranoia, and turned leaders against each other. Commanders stopped trusting their own foot soldiers. Some even executed their own men, believing them to be spies. RAW had successfully sown chaos inside the chaos. And the best part, the enemy never knew how deep the rot went. But victories in the shadows come at a terrible price. Many of RAW's operatives in Operation Chanakya were never seen again. If caught, they weren't prisoners. They were tortured, mutilated, and executed. Yet these nameless heroes held the line. They weren't fighting for glory. They were fighting for their homes, for peace in the land they walked as ghosts. Without them, Kashmir's history may have been written in far more blood. Operation Chanakya dealt a crippling blow to early militancy in Kashmir. It didn't end the insurgency, no one operation could, but it changed the rules of the game. RAW proved that India wasn't just defending its borders with guns. It was fighting back with mind, strategy, and sacrifice. The operation remains classified to this day, and most names have been lost to time. But if you ever walk the streets of Srinagar and feel a moment's peace, remember this: that peace was bought by the men who chose to live and die in the enemy's skin. Jai Hind.